How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new around here, my name is Zephr, and in today's video I'm using the same team as I did in my last video, but I wanted to go over Dipplin a bit more in this video. Dipplin didn't get a lot of time on screen in the last video. This team is still incredibly good. I'm still using it. I'm having a great time. I'm having so much fun playing with it, but I really thought Dipplin deserved a bit of a spotlight. Not only is it a new Pokemon, it's one of Applin's, well, it's Applin's third evolution actually, and it's probably going to evolve again because it can use the Eviolite, but also it's just an incredible Pokemon overall on the support side of things. I really think this thing can give Among Us a run for its money in the Regulation E. It's got an incredible ability, it's got an incredible move, it's got Pollen Puff, it's got insane defenses, and yeah. So without further ado, let's get straight into it. So to talk about this a bit more, I decided we'd go on Team Builder and I could show you the actual stats that this Dipplin's running. All that information is actually available in the description, in the PokePaste as per usual, and obviously you can rent the team with the code in the top corner of the video, and that will once again be in the description. But I went over the team in detail in my last video, but Dipplin, yeah, had a quick run through, but I really wanted to talk about it here. So the defense stat, as you can see, is ridiculous. This thing gets 170 with the EVs the way they are. You stick an Eviolite on it, and that thing is, what, 255? 255? That is insane. This thing is not going to die to a lot of things. It is quad weak to ice, which sucks, and especially when ice is seeing a bit more play in the meta again. I say ice, I mean snow, but you guys know what I mean. Alolan Ninetales, Baxcalibur, those things are quite prominent since Regulation E, and they are very, very good. I'm actually building a video based on one of those teams myself. But this thing has an incredible defense stat with the Eviolite at 255. Its special defense is 108, and with the Eviolite, that's going to be in the 160s, 170s range. And this thing can take hits from Flutter Mane, it can take hits. It could probably take super effective hits as well, honestly. It could probably take a Moonblast. I did do a bunch of calcing with this. My friend Gentle also did a bunch of calcing with this. Shout out Gentle, as usual, the actual GOAT when it comes to spreads. But this thing can take so many hits. It gets access to recover, so when it gets below half, you can kind of primarily make your opponent focus on something else and get Dipplin back up. It gets Pollen Puff so that it can heal Iron Hands, Landorus, Wheezing, Ogre, etc. It gets Syrup Bomb, which is its new move, which, if you didn't know, when it hits a Pokemon, it decreases their speed for the next 3 or 4 turns, which is incredible, especially in a very hyper-aggressive meta, which is what we are playing in right now. I think that's not going to be so great when you're playing against Trick Room, but obviously you account for that. It is interchangeable. You can use Dragon Pulse or you can use Infestation. Mine says Dragon Pulse on the screen, but I'm actually using Infestation, and the reason for that is, if we actually get Infestation up real quick, that I prefer this move for the simple reason that, Infestation is traps and damages the target for 4 to 5 turns. So, Dipplin's going to be on the field, you get an Infestation down your opponent, their Pokemon becomes timed for 4 to 5 turns, they're going to take damage over every turn, they're going to take a little bit of damage from the Infestation itself, but, Infestation is a really strong move. We saw Ting Lu using Sand Tomb at the beginning of the meta. I think it's really, really good. As I said, the HP, the defense, and special defense stat of this Pokemon are insane. It's actually got pretty okay special attack as well at, 116, which is actually pretty good for a Pokemon that's seriously defensive. And then we've given it the Terra type Fire. The reason for this is, if you come up against Flutter Mane, you can Terrastallize. If you come up against something like Ice, you can Terrastallize. You've got all these different things that can shut Dipplin down, but as long as you play around it and keep it on the field, then this thing is going to be really, really good for your team. Supersweet Syrup is also an incredible ability, so if you don't know what that entails, it means when Dipplin hits the field, it lowers the evasiveness of your opponent's Pokemon for a stage, which means Landorus, for instance, with Rock Slide probably isn't going to miss many of his Rock Slides if it's on the field. What are other moves here? Will-O-Wisp from Wheezing gets even more accuracy, which is crazy. I don't think there's a ton of other things here. Icy Wind, I guess. Icy Wind as well has 95 accuracy, if I remember correctly, so it also boosts that. But Dipplin is a really strong support Pokemon, and you'll see that in the couple games we play here. If you guys want to try the team, the code is in the top right corner of this screen. I got there in the end. And yeah, that's really going to be about it. As I said already, I already really went into depth with the team in the last video. If I can, I'll put a link here somewhere for you guys, if you haven't watched the last video, to go watch it. If not, it will be on the end screen at the end of the video. And yeah, as I said, the code is on the screen and in the description. The PokePaste is in the description for the information on the team. And that's really going to be about it. So thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. I really appreciate you. We're on the way to 700 subs. If you're not already subscribed, subscribed, I'd really appreciate it if you did. Turn my post notifications on so that you never miss a video from me. Leave a like on the video, as it's the best way of supporting the video itself. It helps it through the YouTube algorithm and all that jazz. I say it all the time, but it's necessary for all the new people that come through. Leave a comment if you are using the team or have played with the team. Tell me what you like, what you dislike. Tell me if you like Dipplin, what you think about that Pokemon in itself. And besides that, that's really going to be about it. So my name's Zephr. Thank you so much as usual, and I will see you in the next video. Peace. Purple hair, don't care. Goon and gono. Okay. Goon and bad word. Right, this is actually a really good start for me, can't lie. Oh, okay. Guard dog, not so good. Right. I think we can make melt Okie Dokie here. I think in preference, I would like to Terra Blast Okie Dokie, but then I can just Stomping Tantrum him as well. Rock Slide, not very effective. Let's go Stomping Tantrum into Mr. Goon, and can protect this turn? Yeah, I think protecting this turn is the best play. Scarlet's not really going to do a lot here. We're going to Terrastallize? What are we going to Terrastallize? That's the question. Okie dokie. Okay, that's probably the best Terrastalization. Flying. Okay, right, that completely annihilates my idea then, but it sets me up for a Rock Slide next turn. The only problem with that is I actually need to get the Rock Slide next turn. I need my Landorus to survive here. Big time. Okie dokie looks so funny with a flying crown. Tech there's huge. So as long as he swings for my Fluttermane here, which I would assume would be the play, then yeah. Or, because of that, we go Stomping Tantrum next turn. Yeah, Stomping Tantrum. We go Stomping Tantrum Chi-Yu this next turn. And whatever switches in takes a huge amount of damage anyway. So let's go Stomping Tantrum into this slot. And if we switch into... Dipplin gets hit by the Poison Jab still. There's nothing that really doesn't get hit by the Poison Jab here, unfortunately. I think you just go for a Dazzling Gleam here just to chip away, personally. Like, what's potentially out back, though? What do I need to deal with here? Ogerpon can deal with all of that. So, Ogerpon is more inclined to stay here. I think we do just have to send it here. Like, we go Dazzling Gleam. Yeah, we go Dazzling Gleam. Oh, okay. That's fine. We got Cress. Cracker Barrel. Oh, he gon' die. He is not going to enjoy this, that's for sure. Unless he's got an Air Balloon, but if he did, it would have just been popped anyway. So, goodbye, Cracker Barrel. Shafted. I mean, the good thing is, if you take out my Fluttermane here, which this undoubtedly will. Yep, that was always going to happen. We can bring in Dipplin for free here. So, I honestly think Dipplin might be my terror option here. Not going to lie. I like bringing Dipplin here for the Supersweet Syrup drop here, because Rock Slide is not 100% accurate, and this is going to make it 100% accurate. Booger. Oh, okay. Here's the boy. Well, the boy can Terra, so he's kind of just a Rock Mask right now. Like, that's kind of not great for you. I don't want to Terrastallize here because then I get weak to Rock Ogerpon, so I think this turn we actually do this, and we go... Terrafire. Oh, I don't want to Terrafire, to be fair. I think actually, like, this is a bit of a weird one. If I go Syrup Bomb, I can drop the speed on this. So, yeah, I don't expect Okie Dokie to live this, personally. I might not live. Oh my god, we do live that. Huge. Okay, right, Rock Slide, give me a flinch. Goon does live that. Okay, not good. Goon does flinch, though. Rock Slide, huge. Poggers. Syrup Bomb going to do bits for me right now. That speed drop's going to be huge. That probably drops Ogerpon down enough to... I still protect here all day, right? Like, we always protect here. So we protect, we go... Syrup Bomb's already in effect, so I can just Infestation this, and then it kind of needs to switch out as well, actually. This is a really, really good play. Infestation is like... You can interchange that move slot. I've got Infestation in it because it forces your opponent to play around it, but it's interchangeable. But I think Infestation is my favourite choice here. So, Horn Leech, good choice. After this, I would expect that Ogerpon is not fast enough anymore. So, ×2 Syrup Bomb drop is crazy. Syrup Bomb's actually such a good move. It's crazy. And that is going to take even more damage at the end of this turn. So, that should be in knockout range now, easily. Leftovers into Goon, not my favourite. I think I Terra Landorus here, honestly. I think that is the play. Because the last one out back is Chi-Yu. So I think we Terra Rock Slide here. Because if he Drain Punches, we just don't take damage. And we can Pollen Puff into Lando this time. Yes. I don't think Drain Punch should do enough damage, even after Guard Dog, to be able to take out my Lando. When he goes Flying Terror. Should be good enough, hopefully. Come on, my boy. Oh my god, the Rock Slide damage is immense. Imagine we just get a flinch here as well. Rock Slide is such a good move. Poison Jab. Oh, we're going after Dipplin. Dipplin takes those, man. Dipplin does not care about that. Dipplin goes and heals up Lando. Lando is doing so much work, and Dipplin is just being the Omega Giga Chad supporter right now. Look at that. Lando not touched. Lalo sent out oddly named Chiyu. Cringe. I think I can click Recover here on Dipplin, honestly. Like, because Chiyu's going to want to protect, or it's just going to get laid out anyway, really. Like, oh my god, it's faster? But we just avoid that with Lando, so it doesn't matter. And I don't think that would have took out Lando either, to be fair, so... Oh, it's Life Orb Chiyu, okay. Oh my god, there's no way we whiff. Oh my god, we whiff on him, it's fine. Oh. Oh. Jesus, that was scary. Well, the game's just done now, because I still have Ogerpon. And I'm sure Ogerpon just outspeeds anyway. Like, Dipplin did so much work there. Pollen Puff, Infestation, like, yeah. Now we just win. Now we just win. There we go. Hit the double stomping tantrum. Win the game. W. Oh my god, that's enough. That wasn't a crit, was it? No. Oh my god. Ogerpon did the thing. Ogerpon freaking powerful. Goodbye, Lalo. And your oddly named Chiyu. See you later, alligator. My man has his Ogerpon. They are best friends. He's wearing the tangerine shorts. Rotom Dusclops. What a weird start. I guess you're looking to get Trick Room off here, right? Like, that would be my idea. You kind of have to anticipate where the Trick Room is coming, and this Dusclops is definitely that target. I don't want to Terrasilize Aladdin, but I feel like I might have to. What's potentially out back here? Yeah, I feel like that might have to be the play. Although, I can always switch Iron Hands out and bring Dipplin in here. But then I have to get Aladdin off the field. I think it might be worth keeping Iron Hands in here. So if we go for a Smackaroo onto you, and we go Rock Slide as well. No, I don't like the idea of Rock Slide in here. I like bringing Dipplin in here, yeah. Because we're against Trick Room, so Dipplin and Iron Hands are going to benefit in this matchup. Getting rid of Rotom so my Landorus can actually do things is definitely on top of my to-do list right now. Supersweet Syrup is a really good ability. I think people underestimate that. Hydro Pump. Fair. Dipplin doesn't care about that. Rotom does care about that though, that's for sure. Trick Room. No Nightshade, okay. That's fair enough. I think we're quite happy to just hit another Pollen Puff here, to be fair. At the end of this, we should have took enough damage, so... Rotom leaving is huge. Snorlax comes in, I bet. Snorlax, yep. The problem here is you have to actually get the belly drum off, which I'm going to do my best to absolutely stop from happening. Dusclops is so bulky, it's crazy, Jesus. Thing is, yeah, Snorlax is here, but I can just target it down anyway. There's no doubt in my mind that you Terrasilize that thing into like Terra Ghost now, so... Let's Wild Charge into Snorlax and also lay an Infestation down. Yep. Getting Snorlax gone is my prime. Yeah, here we go. This is it. But this is fine because I could have just Drain Punch. Like, I kind of predicted that you wouldn't allow that to happen, but this is fine. Citrus Berry and Infestation is going to do work now. That's the foundation laid for Snorlax to slowly get crippled. And Wild Charge going into. Huge. And I'm damaged by recoil, but I've got Dipplin, so we're not actually too down bad about that. Snorlax is at like 15% HP now anyway, so really what I can do here is afford to lose something, like in an awful way. If we Drain Punch this turn, and honestly, I kind of just feel like we hit Pollen Puff into Iron Hands here as well, but then that's not, we are under Trick Room, aren't we? Yeah, that's not going to benefit me very much at all, so I think we go Syrup Bomb here, to be fair. Yeah. Tried to double protect the Dusclops, okay. Okay, that's going to hurt a lot. Okay, my Iron Hands is gone. That sucks. But that is the craziest Snorlax that I've ever seen in my life. But Snorlax is going to be gone now, and Dipplin actually gets to get the final crack at that. Yep, there we go. Infestation is going to do the work. Sticky candy syrup doesn't even matter. Goodbye, Mr. Snorlax. Have a good day. Imagine your Snorlax getting murdered by a Dipplin. Dipplin's like the best of both worlds, honestly. He can do everything. Trying to think of what my best option here is. Dusclops, Rotom. I honestly think Scarlet is probably my best decision here. Cresselia, that's perfect. That's what we want to see. We want to just be able to take this bugger out. I feel like I need to protect Scarlet on turn 1 though, because we've still got Trick Room active, and I need to know, 1, if that Cresselia is going to Terrastallize, and 2, if that Dusclops has any other Ghost move besides Nightshade. So, 2 turns. Okay, this is not good. Let's protect here. And hit Recover with Dipplin, get him back up to max. I wouldn't even be surprised to see a double Trick Room, to be fair. Nightshade, okay. We're only going to keep taking 50 damage, this is fine. There's no point in terroring around that because we'll take 50 damage no matter what. Dipplin's going to get to go back up to full, which is huge. I wonder if this Crest is carrying Ice Beam. Moonblast, okay. That does hurt, very much. I think, honestly, here, we have to just send into the Dusclops. Like, Dazzling Gleam should be enough to take that bugger out, and then we should be able to hit another Recover here. And I think we Terrastallize Fire on Dipplin here. What's actually out back still? Arcanine. No, actually, we've got all them on here. Right, let's go Terra, Fire. This is perfect. Yes, my fiery little sugar apple. Go. I mean, that's okay. I could have played to ignore that, but at the same time, I just want it gone, really. After this turn, we're going to be out of Trick Room anyway, so we can actually just send it then. Moonblast. Dipplin don't care about that no more. Big 15 damage. Dazzling Gleam's not going to do a ton here, but it's at least going to do chip damage to this Crest that he can't afford to do, especially when I took out his main attacker. And it Leftovers Crest. Okay. I doubt the Crest has Trick Room. I think what we do here is we just send a Shadow Ball into Crest and we send Infestation into Dusclops. Because at the end of the turn... Oh, he quits. We win. Dipplin was too much for Eric. Let's go.
Saves hundreds of lives.